What's up, archery friends? As you can see, I am here at the Ohio Archers Indoor 300 for the OAA. It is 2 o'clock. We're at T-minus 1 hour to the shoot-off, and we're just going to see where the arrows fly, and whatever happens, happens. So, wish me luck. You know, surprisingly, not as many people as I thought were gonna be here. I'm nowhere near as nervous as I was prior to the start of Lancaster, and I think that's just because of the sheer amount of people that were there. So, you know, I'm hoping I'm gonna do pretty well. I've only gotten better since Lancaster, and my equipment has gotten dramatically better. And I believe that my mental game has gotten dramatically better as well. So hopefully that all equates to more X's on the scorecard. So we'll see what happens. I'll tell you one thing though, I'm seeing some of these setups that these fellas and ladies are bringing in, and the only thing on their setups they ain't spent $1,000 on is the sight lens, because we ain't allowed to have one at Bowhunter. These folks mean business, and it's gonna be a fierce competition, but I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Flesh the arrow, crank the bow. Welcome to that archery guy show. Quivers packed, my aim's absurd. Hit subscribe, join the herd. It's that archery guy. It's that archery guy. It's that archery guy. It's that
Who's the greatest? Why am I the greatest? Because you forgot your what?
Welcome to the show.
so this is my recap. I wanted to show you guys. This is my target face for the first 6 ends. So there's 12 ends, 5 arrows per end, spread across what they call 3 games. So game 1's 4 ends, game 2's 4 ends, and game 3's 4 ends. So this was the first 6 ends. I don't know how well you can see all my groupings here because I had this folded up and put in my quiver for the last 2 days, and it kind of smushed everything a little bit. But here's that. And then here is the last half, the second 6 ends. And again, still same kind of issue. You really can't see that well where the holes are. So, but wait a minute. I'm sorry, I had that in reverse. This is the first one, and this is the second one. And the reason why I know is if you look here and you look here, I got dramatically more, a dramatically bigger spread of grouping there. So the biggest issue that I had was I over practiced for the last couple of days leading up to the competition. I was doing a ton of adjustments on my Darton Tempest ET, and it still wasn't quite right. There's an issue going on with it that me and my tuner are still trying to work out. Rick, he's been very helpful. He's helped me get this thing as set up as we could get it in the short amount of time that we had. And I just did what I could with it. You know, more could have been done if we had more time, but we just didn't. So, but we'll get that straightened out. For the time being, I actually switched everything back to the gray Darton, the Tempest XT 3D long draw. And that one, we thought there was actually an issue with the cam bearings, but it turns out, and this is totally on me, I guess I was a little enthusiastic with my string wax, and I waxed the cable slide thinking I was doing something revolutionary, and I wasn't. So anyways, I guess dust and stuff from just sitting in open air had got into the wax and kind of hardened it a little bit, and it was causing the plastic piece that actually holds the cable set to chatter from the pressure of it sliding on the slide, and it was making this really scary noise that we mistook for a bearing squeal. So it sat on the wall for a couple of months, and then just the other day I decided to play with it and kind of figured out that that's what the issue was. But you know, I had already spent a dramatic amount of time, not dramatic, but a lot of time getting the red one all set up. So I just decided to run with that because the red one has a brand new squash string on it, and I wanted to take advantage of that. So and the gray one doesn't. The string that's on the gray one is pure perfection, which is not the greatest string in the world, but it's not a bad string by any stretch of the imagination. It is dramatically better than the stock strings that Dartons typically come with. So anyways, that being said, the biggest hurdle I had to my performance was my shoulder. I pinched a nerve just from over practicing, I guess. And every time that I would discharge the bow, the pressure from it kind of pushing into my shoulder would send a bolt of pain down my arm all the way down to my fingertips. And it got to where, like, about halfway through all the way up till the end, I started flinching in anticipation of the pain. And that kind of led to a lower score than I could have gotten. Now, I'll be completely honest with you, I was heartbroken. You know, I wanted to go in there and exceed the goals that I had set for myself. And what hurt is that I had known, or I know that had I not had a pinched nerve that I would have smashed my goals by a long shot. You know, like I would have done above and beyond the goals that I set for myself. So about 2 months ago, when I had gotten registered for this event, I had set a goal for myself of between 275 and 280 at 30x out of 60 arrows. So I scored 275 as you guys saw from the picture of my scorecard, but I only got 20x. And I'll be honest, I was choking up as I was packing my gear up and I was trying not to cry because I wanted it so badly. You know what I mean? And I'm just not there yet. And that's okay. I'm only human. I can only do what I can do as a full-time college student. I don't have all the time in the world to practice with my bows and be on the level of Paige or Bodie or you know, any of the other, you know, big name, big time pro archers out there. And, you know, I'm not even shooting in the pro class, but I want to perform at their level. So there's a disconnect there. And I just have to let go of some things and check my expectations, you know, because I'll be completely honest with you. If I keep feeling the way that I was feeling after that competition, I probably won't do it much. You know, I do this because I enjoy it, and having moments like that steals all the joy from what I'm doing. So, but I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up on myself. I accomplished my point goal. I did not accomplish my X goal, and that's okay. I was hurting, and I have to in essence forgive myself for that, and keep pushing hard and keep going. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that was the conclusion of indoor season. We are now in outdoor season, and I'm going to be going through the NFAA event registry to see what I can get into in the next couple of months. My next session in college, the summer session, is my last session. In August, I'm going to graduate with an associate's in automotive service management, and my last session is all co-op. And I'm going to be co-oping for my own company. So I'm going to have dramatically more time on my hands to spend working on myself, working on my form, and getting my equipment 1,000% dialed. So with all that being said, I really appreciate everyone watching the video. My name's Adam. I'm that archery guy, and I'll see you next time.